Hey everyone, and welcome to Holy Grail Eats. I'm your host, Thomas Miller, the Foodie Guy. Coming up on today's episode, we head to a barbecue joint with serving up some of the best ribs in Vero. Then we head to South Indian River County to check out a fine dining restaurant whose use of unique flavors keeps the customers coming back for more. So let's dive right in and see what these places have to offer and what I have to eat. My name's Thomas Miller. I'm a professional food blogger, and I've been on a journey for the last 6 years to find the best dishes in Indian River County. So join me as we visit a few local hotspots to taste the best that this county has to offer. This is Holy Grail Eats. Owners Dan and Lacey are two of the hardest working people in the industry and have taken this restaurant from a takeout only place in the middle of nowhere to a full-fledged sit-down restaurant in just under 2 years. Since moving to the new location, their business has quadrupled. As a backyard barbecue enthusiast myself, I'm pretty picky when it comes to my barbecue, and theirs is some of the best I've tasted. This is Cafe 66.
The ribs are amazing, they fall off the bone, and the atmosphere is great, service is great. It's just a local, wonderful establishment.
So we come all the way from west of town here just to come in here and eat every night. So we love it here. It's great food.
We like supporting Cafe 66 because it's a local restaurant, supporting a local family. The food here is amazing. The guest services is always great. They always do such a great job here.
Great food, perfect.
It's delicious. I'm gonna have to take some home for tomorrow.
Cafe 66 is known for the ribs. So let's head into the kitchen and see if Chef Dan will share any of his secrets with us. Hey Chef Dan, thanks for having me in your kitchen today.
Thanks for coming. We're glad to have you.
So what are we doing today?
Today we're going to be working on our famous ribs, St. Louis style.
Great, so what do we got here in front of us?
We got our house magic seasoning blend.
So what's in the magic seasoning blend? Can I know that?
I can't tell you. That's our little secret here in house. So.
All right.
A little bit of Lowry seasoning salt.
Okay.
Fresh sea salt, black pepper, brown sugar, granulated garlic.
Well, it looks like it's pretty well incorporated. I'm just going to get a little tiny seasoning there, give it a little taste test. Very well balanced, nice and salty. Got some pepper in there.
We use a 2.5 to 3 pound St. Louis rib here, always fresh, never frozen. We use quite a bit of rub on these.
So it looks like you're very generous with the amount of rub you're putting on there.
Yep, exactly. We like to have a little bit of crisp coat on the outside of it when they're done cooking.
So hey, our next step is to go to the smoker. Why don't you walk us through that?
Sure, what we're gonna do is we'll take these on the smoker. The smoker's already preheated. We'll put the ribs on, and I usually try to smoke them for about 5 to 6 hours, just to where that meat will peel off. Everything will be nice and tender, just about fall off, but not quite.
So when you're checking on them in the smoker, how do you know they're done? Does the meat pull back from the bone and show a little bit more bone there?
Exactly right. It will pull back a little bit, and once you start to see that happening, that's basically when you take them off. Check out the bark on these ribs, Thomas.
Wow, those look amazing. Let me grab a rib here and we'll take a bite. True test of a good barbecue rib is able to bite through, pull away from the bone cleanly, but not actually fall off the bone. I was a barbecue judge for a short while, and that was one of the criteria that we actually look for. And this rib passes that test 100%. So these are fantastic. All right, Dan, thanks for having us in the kitchen today and showing us how you make these amazing ribs. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
Thank you. There's a new trend among high-end restaurants opening in unassuming locations without much signage. They want you to seek them out, feel as though you found something special. Chef Chuck's dishes are some of the most unique I've seen anywhere, and his use of flavors and textures is truly unique. This is Fire and Wine.
We love coming here. This is our spot.
They always cook my steak perfectly.
Just want to say the food here is fantastic.
Well, I come by maybe once a month, my wife more often.
and we just like it. It's so original, the food.
I love coming here. Always try to sit at the chef's table so I can talk to Chuck and Lyle while they're cooking. It's just amazing what they can do with some simple ingredients and make them taste really fabulous. I love it.
As you can tell, everybody here loves the food at Fire and Wine. It's always amazing. Let's go into the kitchen now with Chef Chuck and create that Holy Grail dish. Hey Chuck, thanks for having me in the kitchen today.
Nice having you.
Why don't you take us through the making of your Holy Grail dish?
Sure. All right, we're going to start with a really nice piece of tuna, black pepper to give that crust on the outside.
Gives it a little crust when you sear it?
Yeah, it does. And I've got a really hot flat top that I'm just going to sear this on. You won't go too long, no more than a minute, and you'll be safe, not overcooked. All right, so that will end up going in the freezer. Now I'm going to show you the wasabi dressing.
Okay, yeah, let's get into it.
We'll do our own pickled ginger, so we use a lot of the pickled ginger juice. So we're going to put a little of that in there. Has a little spice, but not crazy spice. The spice is going to definitely come from the wasabi, and a lot of the sweetness, we make our own soy honey, and it's basically a 3-to-1. Basically, I'll put just a little touch of sugar.
Okay.
We'll just start it up. While it's running, I'm gonna add a little oil.
Okay.
All right, and if you want to taste, it's gonna have some heat, definitely.
Okay.
Give it a taste too.
Wow, that's actually very creamy. Yeah, it's got a little heat on the back end, but otherwise it tastes very good.
I always like to play with the traditional and then the American kind of version of it. And the American version of wasabi is basically Coleman's mustard. It has the same exact kind of burn and everything. So we just basically have a Coleman's here that I just reconstituted, kind of like the wasabi paste, same idea. We're gonna do a good hit of fresh lemon juice and a good hit of Dijon mustard. You want one really big hit of salt too.
Wow.
See what I mean? It's got that bitter bite. It's more than wasabi. It really is, yeah.
That's probably about 10 times hotter than that right there.
Yeah. But together they really work.
Kick. Wow.
And we've got some basically it's our own slaw mix we do. We'll just drizzle a little of the dressing. Just want to mix it. It holds well too. This is not going to break down because of the cabbage being so sturdy, like you know, a salad or something.
It holds the crunch.
And so we'll lay down a little soy. And this is a Coleman that's actually in the tube now.
Okay.
I always like to put a little bed just to give it a base for the wonton. Do the big egg roll wrappers and then cut them diagonally.
I think.
And then when we slice it, we'll actually shingle it so it's real easy for presentation. And then we'll do a little chopstick, dead center. And the reason I do the chopstick is to kind of hold the ginger a little above.
That is an exquisite looking dish, Chef. Very worthy of the Holy Grail.
Thank you.
We get a really nice crunch from that wonton. We're getting some sweet from the soy sauce. We're getting some heat from the mustard sauce. The crunchiness of the wonton is fantastic, and the tuna is extremely fresh and very flavorful. All right, Chef, great dish. Thank you so much for having us in the kitchen today. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate you having me.
That's it for this episode of Holy Grail Eats. Stay tuned for our next episode as we feature more local restaurants and their amazing dishes.